A move straight out of a nightmare is how two Tucson residents describe their experiencing using a large national moving company. News 4 Tucson investigator Cora Nylander looks into their concerns in tonight's News 4 Tucson investigation.
Sudden price changes, large unexplained gas fees, and belongings unloaded out in the street. Just a few of the issues recent customers of the All My Sons moving company say they went through.
This is all the furniture. Front yard is halfway as full of it. Blocking a stop sign right there.
Tom Renninger gets frustrated looking through the photos, showing much of his belongings left piled out by the curb after what he describes as the worst move of his life just a few weeks ago.
This stuff is supposed to go in the house, not out here.
Tom says he trusted the local Tucson branch of the national company All My Sons for the move, which he says was only about 5 miles from his old home. He says he was originally quoted $7,000 for the move, including a $1,000 gas fee, which had him worried from the start.
No, that's a gas station to stay away from.
But he had to move in a hurry, so he went along with it. But when the crew arrived with his stuff, he says, they asked for more than $13,000 for the move. He said he refused to pay it.
Well, next thing we know, they're closing up the doors. That's, what the heck you doing? Leaving with our furniture still on their trucks. So they're going to hold our furniture hostage.
Ultimately, Tom said he made a deal with the manager to pay only an extra $4,000. When the movers returned, he gave them a key and trusted them to unload everything inside while he ran an errand. He was shocked when he returned to see his belongings in the street and his house key gone.
You're a lot better off getting an old camel, a horse and a wagon, carrying your goods on your back.
I go, whoa, what in the heck is going on there?
Tom's neighbor, David Muse, describes what he saw.
We'd seen a truck earlier, and then we come by and everything's parked out here on the street.
Nobody should ever use this company, ever.
Tom isn't alone. Sherry Brown, who doesn't want us to show her face, says she too just recently moved using All My Sons. She only moved a mile away and says she spent more than $1,000 and was hit with a more than $100 fuel charge. She says she wasn't told about it up front. She also felt her belongings were being held hostage.
I was not even given a contract until they had my stuff on the truck and then made me sign the contract before they would unload the stuff.
And much of her stuff, including a new TV and a refrigerator, were damaged.
They thought it was funny when I told them about it.
The News 4 Tucson investigators reached out to All My Sons in Tucson. A manager referred us to their corporate office, which sent us the following statement. All My Sons Moving and Storage of Tucson services hundreds of customers every month and regrets that we did not meet Mr. Renninger's and or Ms. Sherry Brown's expectations and apologize for the experiences they have described. Mr. Renninger booked his 23,000-pound move with a written, non-binding hourly virtual estimate and paid a deposit upon that booking. It is our policy to collect the balance of any labor prior to offloading the entire shipment, which was discussed prior to his move. This is common practice with established moving companies. Regarding Ms. Sherry Brown's move, our customer service team worked with the customer directly, and a mutual resolution was met and agreed upon. We understand the stress involved with moving and have built processes to maintain transparency. We make it a priority to clearly explain in writing and over the phone our pricing to all customers 24 to 48 hours prior to the move. Additionally, this is reviewed on site in writing prior to the move starting and documented on each bill of lading. Customer service remains our highest priority, and our entire team continues to strive every day to provide the very best move experience. We also understand the need for open communication when expectations aren't met and always look at each opportunity to improve. We have reached out to Mr. Renninger directly to address any open issues and look forward to hearing from him. Tom says he wants to at least get the extra $4,000 he paid back. Sherry called the company's response to us ridiculous and says that her concerns were not properly addressed. Investigating for you, Cora Nylander, News 4 Tucson.